Hello again, IP4. This is your second Friday lesson. As you know, on Fridays you get 2 lessons. So please make sure that you have already watched the first lesson, lesson 119, before you watch this lesson, lesson 120. Please also make sure that you have finished the homework for lesson 119, which was workbook page 104. If you have watched that lesson and you have finished that workbook page, you can keep watching and we're going to go over the answers now. Okay, IP4, this is your homework from lesson 119, workbook page 104. So, section A, we need to read the sentence and find the possessive pronoun that was in that sentence. Number 1, the students worked together on their report. Their. Number 2, Harry told Carla about his book on weather. His. Number 3, there are many facts about storms in my book, said Harry. My. Number 4, its pages have interesting pictures too, said Carla. Its. Number 5, Ty got her information from a science program on TV. Her. And number 6, your notebook is full of facts now, said Harry. So, your. So give yourselves a score out of 6 for section A, please. And in section B, we need to write the sentences again using the correct possessive pronoun for the words that have been underlined. Now, as usual, I've not written the whole sentence, just so you can clearly see what needs to be changed. Number 7, the report told the children's classmates about safety in storms. The children's is a group of people, we say their. Number 8, Carla Rossini's part of the report was about lightning. Carla is a girl's name, we say her. Number 9, the Rossini's house is protected by a lightning rod. The Rossini's is a group of people, it's a family, so we say their. Number 10, a lightning rod's purpose is to lead lightning safely to ground. For a lightning rod, it's an object, one object, so we say its. Number 11, Harry's section of the report was about safety in floods. Harry's is a boy's name, or we say his. And number 12, Mr. Akito gave Mr. Akito's students much praise for the report. Again, we know that Mr. Akito is male, so we say his. So give yourselves a score out of 6 for section B and a total out of 12. And I hope everyone's getting around 10 or 11 or 12 out of 12 there. Okay, this lesson, lesson 6, is about using contractions with pronouns. Now, I think you all know what contractions are. You've seen lots of these contractions before, and I'm just going to explain it in a little bit more detail. Okay, so you know already, I think, that a contraction is when we join 2 words together to make one shorter word. And we take away some of the letters in those words, and we use an apostrophe, this punctuation mark, instead of any letters that are missing. And there's lots of contractions that we make using pronouns and some verbs. So, here's a sentence with a pronoun and a verb. Later, he is going to the beach. He is. But we can change he is to the contraction he's. Later, he's going to the beach. So the letter I is missing from he's. We've replaced it with an apostrophe. And again, for the last few weeks, we have learned online. We can change we have to we've, W-E apostrophe B-E. The apostrophe replaces H and A. So for the last few weeks, we've learned online. Okay, now here we have a big list of common contractions that we make with pronouns. Now you might look at this and think, oh, it's very scary, there's a lot to remember, but one, most of this you've seen before, and two, most of these follow the same patterns. Now the most difficult one is probably the special verb be in the present tense, because there's a few different things here. For I am, you say I'm. For he is, she is, and it is, you use apostrophe s, he's, she's, its. And for you are, we are, and they are, you change are to apostrophe re. You're, we're, they're. Now for the verb will, it's the same rule for everything, apostrophe ll. So I will is I'll, he will is he'll, she will is she'll, it will, it'll, you will, you'll, we will, we'll, they will, they'll. Now have and has, you need to make sure you remember to use has with the pronouns he, she, and it, and have with the other pronouns. For have, we change to apostrophe ve, and has apostrophe s. So I have, I've, he has, he's, she has, she's, it has, its, you have, you've, we have, we've, they have, they've. You'll notice that for he is, she is, and it is, and he has, she has, and it has, we use the same contractions. He's, she's, and its. So you need to make sure you look for clues in the sentence to tell you if we are using is or has. Now for had, we use apostrophe d and remove ha. So I had, I'd, he had, he'd, she had, she'd, it had, it'd, you had, you'd, we had, we'd, and they had, they'd. So like I said, even though there's a lot there, most of it follows the same rules and the same patterns. So you should be able to remember these. Okay, now open your textbook to page 216 and let's look at questions 1 to 8. What you need to do, you need to look at the pronoun with the verb and give me the correct contraction. So write the contraction next to it or on paper if you don't have your textbook. So as usual, please pause the video, press play when you've finished up to number 8. So please pause now. Okay, have you finished up to number 8? If you're finished, you can keep watching for the answers. So number 1, I had is I'd, I apostrophe D. Number 2, she will is she'll, she apostrophe ll. Number 3, he had is he'd, he apostrophe D. Number 4, we have is we've, we apostrophe ve. Number 5, they will is they'll, they apostrophe ll. Number 6, she has is she's, she apostrophe s. Number 7, you have is you've, you apostrophe ve. Number 8, it has is its, it apostrophe s. So give yourselves a score out of 8, and I hope that you all got 8 out of 8 there. Okay, let's look at the next page, questions 9 to 15 on page 217. This is very, very similar. Look at the underlined words and give me the correct contraction. The only difference between this and the last section is that these are in sentences. But you need to do the same thing. Look at the underlined words, write the contraction. So for example, it is time for our club's dinner. We change it is to its, it apostrophe s. So please pause the video, do these questions, and press play when you've finished up to number 15. So please pause now. Okay, have you finished up to number 15? If so, keep watching for the answers. Number 9, we are going to have a potluck supper. We change we are to we're, W-E apostrophe R-E. Number 10, We have each planned to make something different. Change we have to weave. W-E-V-E. Number 11, we hope you will bring your famous apple pie. Change you will to you'll. Y-O-U''L-L. Number 12, the twins said they will bring chicken soup. Change they will to they'll. They''L-L. Number 13, they are experts at making chicken soup. Change they are to they're. They''RE. Number 14, Laurie said she will come early to decorate the hall. We change she will to she'll. She''LL. And number 15, she is planning to bring vegetables and dip. She is becomes she's. She''S. So give yourselves a score out of 7 and a total out of 15 for today's textbook work. Okay, your homework for this lesson is workbook page 106. And again, while I'm recording this video, I know that you're getting videos this week. I don't know about next week, week 5. If we are in school next week, make sure you bring this workbook page to school with you on Monday, the 8th of February. If we do continue with the video lessons, make sure it's finished by the next lesson, 121, on Tuesday, the 9th of February. Before we finish, I'm just going to explain what that homework is. Okay, this is workbook page 106. Now, section A is actually a little bit different to the work we've done in the textbook. In the textbook, you had the pronoun and the verb, and you had to put them together to give me a contraction. In section A, we've got the contraction already, and you need to take them apart to tell me what the pronoun was and what the verb was. So number 1, we've got everything we need. What are the 2 words that make up weave? Also, some of them, where there's 2 different ways to make a contraction, you have to look for clues in the sentence to decide what is being used. So Selena said that she's bringing food. Would it be she is or she has? You need to decide. Section B, I think, is actually a bit easier. There's 6 mistakes with the contractions. Maybe the apostrophe is in the wrong place, maybe the wrong contraction has been used. You need to decide. Okay, IP4, so that's the end of this lesson. I hope to see you in school next week, but I'm really not sure right now. So hopefully see you soon. If not, I'll see you in the next video. For now, thank you, IP4. Bye-bye.